Well, I just wanted to give you all an update on how last week has been so far in terms of my journey and what I'm doing professionally, my academic goals, and my social life as well. To start off, obviously, I'm still in the training process in the operating theater. I have finished my GYN rotations, and now I'm going to be scrubbing to general and urology cases, and then eventually I'll be scrubbing into plastic surgery cases. Once I'm done scrubbing, which will probably going to take another few months, I'll start circulating, and then hopefully around earlier April or May, I'll be close to being finished with my training or completely done with my training. My GAMSAT prep is still going along. I'm typically doing a little bit every single day, and I only have typically about an hour or so after my job to really just focus on certain questions or topics in the GAMSAT. Last week in the GAMSAT, I focused a lot on Section 3, which is the biological, physical, and chemical sciences section. This week I'm focusing on Section 1 and Section 2, which actually are the more English portions of the GAMSAT. So Section 1 focuses a lot on your reading comprehension skills. So you read certain passages, either poetry, nonfiction, and literature, or any articles, and you try to get a point of view from the author's perspective, and you try to come up with what is the most accurate answer that best fits with the passage. Section 2 is all about essay writing. So on Section 2 of the GAMSAT, you basically are given 2 prompts, and you have 65 minutes to write 2 essays on each of the prompts. You have to pick a side of the prompts, and you choose based on what your side of the prompt is, what supports your argument, what doesn't support your argument, and coming up with some personal reasons in your life that may support or may not support that as well. It's the most vague section out of all of them in the GAMSAT because it's a free essay section. Basically, the essay portion of the GAMSAT is the most variable in the sense that your writing skills are really going to determine what score you get. Most students generally score way above a 50 on the writing portion, but it's very variable, unlike the multiple choice questions for Section 1 and Section 3 of the GAMSAT, which cover the English comprehension section and your natural science sections. So I'll be doing that during this week as well. It's really just been kind of studying and kind of seeing what questions I've been missing and what other resources I can use for my particular advancements, and hopefully to score much more better on next time on the test. In terms of my social life, it's been much better, I would say. A little bit more improvement, and it's making me very happy. The resident I've mentioned in a couple of videos that invited me to meet her and her partner. Her name is Yasmina, and her partner's name is Patrick. So I actually went to Yasmina and Patrick's flat this weekend, and we actually had an excellent night. A few of Patrick's friends were there as well, and they also have a dog named Peanut. I'm very grateful for Yasmina and Patrick's hospitality. They're really amazing individuals, and hopefully we can continue to build our relationships together as good friends. And they're very accepting of kind of who I am, and they're very accommodating, and they always like to do fun stuff. So I'm just glad I was able to meet with the right people, and again, kind of continuing to improve on that relationship we have. So anyways, back to the party. So we had some pizza, we had some pineapple cookies, and we also played Mario Karts. It was very funny in the way we played it. I think it was like blind Mario Kart, where one of the people would tell the other person to close their eyes. The person closing their eyes would be steering the car, and the person opening their eyes would tell them which direction to go, what buttons to press. After that, we did some karaoke. We sang a lot of Disney songs from like The Lion King, Aladdin, The Frog Prince, Little Mermaid. We even sang like Lady Gaga and some Queen and some Lil Roar. I actually got to introduce them to some Lil Roar music, and they seemed to enjoy it. And then we finished off the night by watching, I think, a movie called The Death of Stalin, which I'd never seen before, but it's a comedy movie. It's all in English, but I thought it was going to be in Russian. I was only able to stay for the first half of it because it was already 11 o'clock, 11:30. I had to head home. So I really had a good Saturday, to summarize. On Tuesday, I'll be going, hopefully, rock climbing with Patrick and one of his other friends. And then hopefully in this coming weekend or the coming weeks, they might decide to have some other event planned out, which, again, I really can't thank them enough for their openness and their acceptingness of me in terms of just wanting to make new friends and being very welcoming and supporting of me. That is it's really hard to achieve and really hard to get sometimes, but I'm glad that is going very well. Hopefully it can continue to last and be stronger in bondship and kinship. I will certainly keep you updated. Everything else is just going to be pretty much the same. And until the next one, hope you all take care, and cheers.